Apple just released the brand new Apple Creator Studio, and if you're like me, you're probably wondering what the hell is this all about. But thankfully, I had the chance to talk to Bill Davis, who's the head of Apps Product Marketing, and we chatted through what this actually means for creators. So in this video, I'm going to break down the key takeaways from our conversation and see what impact it will have on us creators.
We're really trying to make that pathway as smooth as possible. Ooh, great question. Your workflow should be more flow and less work.
As a creator, if you want to stand out, storytelling is really where it's at.
There's so much pressure of like, where do I start? What's the first clip I put in there?
We've all been there.
Now, for a long time, Apple's creative tools have always been incredibly powerful, but there's never been a real synergy between them all. The Creator Studio feels like Apple is stepping back and saying, what if these tools felt like one ecosystem instead of separate apps? Don't get it twisted, Final Cut Pro is still the core of it all, but now it's clearly designed to work more fluidly with Logic Pro, Motion, Compressor, and even Pixelmator. One of the standard ideas behind Creator Studio is how seamlessly different creative apps can work together. How do you see creators benefiting from moving fluidly between Final Cut Pro and any of the other apps from the Apple Creator Studio?
Great question. I mean, one trend we've been tracking is how creators today are kind of doing it all, right? It's not just enough to shoot and edit. So we talk to creators who are putting together storyboards or making thumbnails for YouTube or scoring some royalty-free music, color correction, motion graphics, like people are having to do it all. And, Apple Creator Studio is really positioned as the one-stop solution to do all of that. And as you know, it goes across Mac as well as iPad, and in the case of productivity on iPhone as well. And with the new release, we're taking that one step further with AI-powered features like transcript search, visual search, and beat detection. If you've ever skimmed through the same 1 hour long clip again and again looking for that one soundbite, you know the struggle, right? So now you can simply enter that text prompt and find an exact match, or you can find results that are related to your search, so it's super cool.
So it seems like the biggest changes aren't any flashy effects. There are workflow changes. Things like transcript search, visual search, beat detection. These are all tools designed to help find your moments faster and not to make decisions on your behalf, because that way you spend far less time behind the screen searching through footage or having to find the perfect beat drop, and you can go out and about and do what you do best, which is exploring and filming. The creators who are watching this video right now could probably relate to this, how today we need to balance speed, quality, scale more than ever. How do you think that the Creator Studio will help creators to move faster without sacrificing creative control inside Final Cut Pro?
Yeah, so one of our missions with Final Cut is to get you into the flow of telling your story. There's nothing better than that feeling of creativity when you're in the zone and, before you know it, a few hours have passed and you have something really amazing to share. And like I mentioned, with tools like visual and transcript search, we want to remove the friction that comes with organization. So, what I like to say is your workflow should be more flow and less work. We also pride ourselves on the performance of the Pro apps. So, they're fine-tuned for Apple Silicon, so you can work with full quality 4K, even 8K ProRes files. Added graphics, effects, transitions, throw it all on there. And Final Cut lets you do so much without slowdown or low resolution proxy files. So we're just, we're really trying to make that pathway as smooth as possible. So there's less between you and the story you're trying to tell.
As a creator, if you want to stand out, storytelling is really where it's at. So I'd love to talk even about that for a second. Beyond the efficiency and speed, how does the Apple Creator Studio help creators to push storytelling further, whether it's visually, emotionally, structurally, all inside Final Cut Pro?
I love this question because it gets at the heart of why we do what we do here, right? Like, we really want Apple Creator Studio to be inspiring. I remember as an editor, one of the scariest moments is starting a new project and just staring at that empty timeline. There's so much pressure of like, where do I start? What's the first clip I put in there?
We've all been there.
Finding that moment in an hour-long clip with just a few taps of the keyboard is amazing. And it really is a nice way to sort of push everything else out of your line of vision, and your eye is really drawn to those moments without distraction. These are the kind of things that we're really mindful of. And moving forward, we're going to work closely with the creator community to identify, what comes next in these apps.
I think we can all agree that storytelling is what makes you unique, but it seems like a lot of the platforms that are currently popping out of nowhere are racing to automate creativity for you. And Apple's approach seems a bit different. It's less about replacing the edit, it's to remove friction. And these tools are not there to tell you what story to tell, they're there to get you to the story faster.
That's a great question. We design our apps with a clear philosophy. The tools that we make, they leverage AI in a way that should augment and amplify, not replace, human artistry and creativity. And our goal has really been always to expand the tools that creators have to bring their ideas to life. And I'll go back to Magnetic Mask really, briefly here, because we were just blown away by how people were using tools like Magnetic Mask, which is an AI feature. It's a simple drag and drop effect, and suddenly people are able to build complex animations with titles and graphics or pair it with color correction. And we want creators to have that kind of control, but make it really easy to realize their vision as opposed to, doing a bunch of automatic things for them.
But let's be honest, the Apple Creator Studio might not be for everyone. But if you're a long-term creator, a filmmaker, or just someone who puts content out consistently, this ecosystem might make sense to you. And it really shows that Apple is betting on the long-term creator and not on the short-term trends.
It seems like the Apple Creator Studio is not only for beginners, for pro users, it's for everyone, who's starting out or who's already in the field for a long time. And in case you couldn't tell, I'm pretty much a one-man show, but I do know that Final Cut Pro is also being used by large-scale full production teams. So I'd love to know from you, how does the Creator Studio adapt to such different creative ecosystems and scales whilst keeping the experience cohesive?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Our customers run the gamut from someone just getting started with a YouTube channel they're passionate about, all the way up to large-scale post houses working on like a full roster of reality TV shows. When it comes time for us to address the needs of everyone, we really look for places where these needs overlap. Features like Magnetic Mask are a perfect example. So YouTubers use it all the time to put themselves in front of bold graphics or text. But the traditional pros are also using that same tool as sort of like a precise scalpel for color correction on some really tricky shots. So with each release of Final Cut Pro, we are really thoughtful about the intersection of those different needs. But I'll also mention that we also add features just for one audience or the other. So we really try to do the best we can to serve as many different customer types as possible.
So the bottom line is the Creator Studio isn't there to reinvent creativity, it's about refining it. Final Cut Pro still feels like Final Cut Pro, it's just smarter, faster, and more connected to the rest of the tools around it.
Looking ahead, how do you see Apple Creator Studio shaping the future of video creation on Apple platforms? And what should creators be most excited for to be exploring next?
Could not be more excited about the future of Apple Creator Studio. This is really a big moment for us. And we're looking forward to going on this journey of Creator Studio with our users. And future enhancements and updates will rely heavily on feedback from you and other creators. And we have some really exciting days ahead. We're really looking forward to it.
And if you care about storytelling, longevity in your workflow, or want to stay up to date when it comes to these AI features coming to the Creative Studio, this might be for you. And especially where it's priced currently, which I think is $130 a year, it's priced quite competitively. And yes or no, it might be smarter to just buy the software outright because it will save you from yet signing up for another subscription. And this might make sense if you just use one tool. But if you use multiple tools, the Creative Studio may be a bit more appealing to you. But enough of me talking. I would love to hear what you think. Is this something that you find value in? Are you excited for it, or are you concerned? If you have any questions, drop them down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.